Hey guys, Dan Hood here. It's a very cold morning. The dog's hiding in the basement with me. So I thought, you'll recall that NaturalFork sent me some green tubes from Dancon. He ordered them, had them shipped directly to me. I believe they're 1632s. I'm not precisely sure, but I believe that's what they are. I put them on this shooter. For those who don't know, I made a set of these. The one has already been spoken for and gone. It was the good one. This one, on the inside of the Ocularis drill, my drill chattered a bit and I couldn't clean out the hole anymore because the edges were already too thin. So it wears out flat bands really fast, which means, first of all, I would never give it to anybody, but if I'm going to use it, I'm only going to use it with tubes. So it seemed like the perfect opportunity to put these on it. Now, a couple of things. You'll notice the outside is smooth. If you put these perfectly vertical, these Ocularis plugs, the thing tends to slip in the middle. I've learned that from before. And if you put them all the way to the outside, you know, to do a true through the fork, they also tend to slip down when you're pulling them, or slip up a little bit. So the best place to put them when you got smooth is at about 45, you know, somewhere a little past middle. Little closer to the top if you want over the fork kind of styling, a little closer down here if you want through the fork styling. So anyway, I put these on. Took me a minute to get them, you know, I had to adjust them 2 or 3 times to get them to the right length. I like them better than 1740s. 1740s are just a touch too heavy. Just so you know, you can see how I did the single tube on this. Not many people know, and you see I'm pulling it through the fork over here, so you can see it's just like flat bands, except I wrap it all the way around and bring it through the bottom. There's been some confusion about that. Simple shot pouch, standard wrap and tuck tie up here. We'll give it a couple of shots. One thing you'll realize with these 1632s, they're still pretty stout bands. It's not hard to pull them or shoot them, but they do, in the cold they perform way better than flat, but in the cold they also slap harder because they're so heavy. So pulling them is no problem, shooting them is no problem, but you might want to flip just a bit, which you see I'm doing, which is why my accuracy is even worse off than normal, because otherwise you're gonna, as I found out, you're gonna get one heck of a slap. There we go. Yeah, I just came down here to shoot for a minute, but actually what I really came down to do is I put another coat of tung oil on something I got in the works right now. Yeah. Now, another thing I've also had several ask me. First of all, remember which way you put the pouch, so that you always keep whatever, if you do the rough on the outside, or the smooth on the outside, your call. But you have to make sure, because see, this can be twisted, okay? And if you look closely, it doesn't look like the tubes are twisted, but look at the pouch. You see how it's trying to turn out the pouch? If I go to the correct location, look, the pouch sits perfectly straight. Okay? When you're putting them in the Ocularis plugs, smooth the tubes out, lay the tubes all on the table, and then push them through the Ocularis plugs so that you don't get a twisted tube. Because twisted tubes really affect your accuracy, and it'll be something you almost can't see with the naked eye. If you're having a ton of trouble with accuracy on tubes, take the tubes off, lay them flat, put them back on, and make sure you don't have a twist somewhere. Oh, the can's almost cut down there. That's why it's hard to hit. What I really need to do is aim for the bottom and rip it right off. Ah, I've had enough. Anyway, guys, NaturalFork, Ray, thanks for the tubes, man. Really like them. Way better. You're right there. Way better than 1745. Got just the amount of strength you need, but at the same time, not so heavy that you feel like you're pulling like gorilla. Take care, man.